All right, we are continuing to monitor some breaking news this afternoon. The man wanted for killing a man and then posting that video on Facebook is now dead. Pennsylvania State Police tweeted Steve Stevens was spotted this morning by PSP members in Erie County. After a brief pursuit, Stevens shot and killed himself. We are awaiting a news conference from police and the FBI in Cleveland. But in the meantime, our Dean Reynolds is standing by. I believe, Dean, are you there?
Yeah, I'm in the press room.
All right, Dean. So, you know, it's been an interesting morning. This morning we heard from police in Cleveland, and they didn't have a lot of information to give us.
No, they didn't, and they were clearly a little frustrated that this had not been drawn to a close. One federal marshal speculated that Stevens is either dead or being helped by somebody. And now we know, at least from the Pennsylvania State Police, that he is, in fact, dead, having taken his life. This is interesting, the location, Erie, Pennsylvania, because that is where it was reported that his cell phone pinged to authorities, and there was an investigation of exactly where that was. The phone subsequently went dead, but that was the last contact, if you will, with this suspect. And now we're awaiting word from the authorities here in Cleveland. Basically, I think that they're going to confirm what their colleagues in the Pennsylvania State Police have already reported.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting, Dean, that we had heard reports about this cell phone pinging in Erie, Pennsylvania, but with the press conferences put on by the chief of police and the FBI, they really wouldn't confirm it. In fact, they kept a lot of their information quite vague. This morning, they talked about getting around 400 different tips as far away as Texas. We know there were billboards in California. They almost made it seem like they weren't actually focusing on Erie, Pennsylvania, and they were looking nationwide.
It could have been a distraction. I mean, it could have been sort of a feint. To not to alert the suspect that they knew or were closing in on him. You know, obviously this was an ongoing investigation, and they weren't going to show their hands completely to the news media while they were circling or focusing on this guy's wherabouts. And, you know, I think, though, that they were somewhat frustrated that it had gone on so long. You could tell that from the body language here. And there was concern that he was being helped, you know, that he had found some sort of refuge somewhere. And, of course, now we'll have to try to reconstruct. I mean, what was he doing for the last couple of days? Was he in Erie? Who was he with, if he was with anybody? Where is the white Ford Fusion that he was said to have been driving? On and on and on. So this is going to require sort of an unraveling of this situation and find out what's been going on for the last 48 hours.
Yeah, certainly, Dean. Listen, Dean, we are going to let you go because I know that you are going to want to get a good place there for the news conference that is imminent. Thanks a lot for your reporting, Dean.